Well, hello there, my fellow miners and crafters. Good times with Scar here, bringing you another creative fun time episode with Scar as we continue to build this amazing modern house. And in today's episode, we return to our landscaping to finish up some amazing trees and lawns and all sorts of other great stuff. So let's get this episode underway. All right, and welcome back, and it's good to have you here today. And we're up above the house taking a look at all the progress we've made. Look at all the stuff we've built. This has been quite the project. You can see the tennis court and the pool finally complete over there, looking super snazzy. And yeah, look at that. Oh man, we have been building this for quite some time, but it's actually paid off, I think, and it's starting to look pretty darn cool. A lot of work, a lot of episodes, a lot more than I thought. But I've really tried to go step by step through here and really kind of give you guys a thorough tutorial on all this stuff, and I hope you guys have been enjoying it because I've had a blast making it. So here is our pool that we've been working on for quite some time in here, looking really nice in here. Now I haven't put the pool lights in yet. I'm still working on them. I think I actually goofed it up over here, but I'm trying to decide if I want automatic pool lights or just a standard, just stick in some lights or not for use, because it's just for show and stuff. So we'll see. I'm still trying to figure that part out. So in today's episode, we are going to add some unique trees along these stretches of the dirt along here. Then we're also going to fly on over here, and we're going to build this cool lawn and all that stuff over here with some additional unique custom trees on this side over here. So we're going to dive right into it. We're going to fly on over here, and we're going to pick out a spot. We're going to pick out a spot. I'm going to say right there. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And then let's see, how far is that off? So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll do the same over here. 3, 4. How about something like right about there? That's probably good. Yeah, that's good. And then I'll just give that guy a couple blocks too. Okay, and now we're going to pick out our leaves. Now I'm thinking for this particular tree, we're going to do some oak leaves. So I'm actually going to go around him like that. And I love making, I've been making trees since like beta days, and I just love it. I just love making trees in Minecraft. I don't know why, but in Scarland, like originally I would just take some bone meal and some, let's see, I'm just going to let's see, I'm just trying to brainstorm here a little bit. Yeah, we'll do something like that. Yeah, so in Scarland, I would just take bone meal and trees when you could just instantly grow a tree. Oh, those were the good days, weren't they? Don't tell me those were the good days. But since then, I've been more experimenting with nicer designs and things like that. But I still love it. I love making trees. Just gonna add a couple extra random branches because I don't want it to be super symmetrical or anything like that. I'm gonna go one more high. I'm gonna go one more high here, and then I'm going to skinny her up a little bit. I'm gonna skinny her up a little bit. There we go, and then bring it up a little bit higher. There we go. Come around the side here, and let's take a quick look at how we're doing. What do you think? I kind of like it. It's simple, it's tall, so that's good because I want the pool to be kind of blocked by the trees, so it's kind of a mystery. So once this is more planted up, I think it'll look a lot better. So bear with me on that. It's a lot of brown dirt for now, but as you can see, you can look through the trees and you're like, oh, is that a pool? And you want to follow the walkway along here, and you're like, oh, it's a pool. And there's a cow on top of a tree, or plant, which is kind of weird. Don't fall in the water. I don't think cows can swim, but don't quote me on that. It would be very sad to see the cow drowned. I assume there's a cattle. Okay, I'm just getting way off. I was going to start talking about cattle herding, and I'll just keep on going with what I actually know, and that's making trees. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm going to actually make this just a little bit thicker right at the top. There we go. So it's just kind of like a wind blocker tree. So it's just kind of, a nice little design like that. I think that's nice. Okay, so let's fly on over here. And I'm just going to do the same on this side like that. And there we go. Put that along here. Are you still going to go in the pool? No, still not going in the pool. I just have a bad feeling about that cow going in that pool. And when you go over here, there we go. Get that all done like so. Perfect. Looking super snazzy. So I'm making this video. I've been having to make a lot of videos early because just a lot of things have been going on lately. But I'm at as you watching this, I'm at the hospital again. Should be, having an appointment, and hopefully it goes well and I can come home and not have to do a bunch of tests and stupid stuff like that. But I'm at the point now when it comes to going to doctors and things like that is, it's my choice if I'm going to go through a bunch of tests anymore. And, I'm just like, before I would always like, whatever they want, let's do it. Cut me open, do this, that, and the other thing, test, scans. But now it's like, I have to make them like give me good reasons for everything. And there's got to be a good reason for this. There's got to be a good reason for that. There's got to be some reason to do this test that will show something, not just to do it, not for just the sake of doing it. I just don't put up with that anymore. And this is one of those appointments where there could be a lot of tests, and I think that's what a good, advice for you guys would be. If you're having, some medical things, is you got to ask your doctors why they're going to do that. And if they don't give you a good reason, you got to call them out on that, and then say like, well, if you don't have a real reason, then why am I going to go through this? Why am I going to actually take this pill if there's not really any real benefit that you can actually explain to me here? And I think that's good advice. I think take that for what it is, but I think it's good advice that people need to more call out their doctors and make sure they're giving them the right tests and medicines, and they have to have reasons, because sometimes they'll just willy-nilly, go over here, take that, go have this scan. It's like, why? And they're like, oh, well, no, I don't know why. And they're like, well, I don't know, maybe we don't need to do it today or something like that. But there's also the other point is, ask them a lot of questions, and sometimes they'll just like, for, laziness, they'll just kind of want to, all right, I'm going to quickly see you and be done with you. But then you're like, well, what about this problem or this problem? And they're like, oh, I didn't really think of that. So there's also another point of it where you also need to call them on, not looking at certain aspects of your file or your case, your medical record or whatever, where they just want to get through their appointments as fast as they can. They're just going to go, yeah. But you're like, yeah, but you need to look at this too. And they're like, oh yeah, I probably should. And then something comes about that. So you got to I see a lot of people just go to the doctor and they're just kind of willy-nilly let the doctor do whatever they want. But you got to be really active in your care. You need to do a little bit of research on your own, a little bit, but always take, the advice of a doctor, of course. But know what you're going into before you go in, and know a little bit about how different systems work in your body. And I think you'll have a better experience at the doctor doing those things, because sometimes, especially if you're being referred to another doctor, is to ask them who they would prefer you to go to, and they'll think in their head like, oh, well, who would I want to go to? Maybe I wouldn't want to go to, this particular doctor, but I'll say, well, how about this particular doctor that I'm coming up with in my head? Like, I'm trying to think of a random name, but I've got nothing in my head at the moment. But they'll say, oh, I would go to this doctor. Whereas if you hadn't asked them that previously, they would probably just, randomly assign you a particular doctor. That, if they're working with those people, they would know them. And they're like, yeah, I'm not going to say it, but I'd rather have you see this guy because this person is not very good. There we go. Look at that. Starting to get some foliage in here. It's starting to look a little bit nicer. So now we're just going to add just maybe a couple little flowers here and there. Not too many. Just a few. There we go. Look at that. All right. Let's start working on this side just a little bit over here. We have a little bit more breathing room on this side. We're just putting these random wind blocker trees up here a little bit. These ones are a little smaller than the ones on that side, but I like it that way. There we go. Put that right there. And all right, so I'll work on some of these trees, and I'm going to catch my breath, and I'll be right back. All right, and welcome back. And look at all those trees up there. They look nice. Covering up the pool a little bit. So let's actually make a little walkway pass here. So I'm thinking about maybe not doing as many flowers in this section, just to keep it a little less busy, keep it kind of uniformed. But yeah, look at that. I think that looks pretty darn cool. We could always come in and refine different parts here or there. But I think that's good. So let's finish up this last tree over here. And then we'll have this part just about done. Then we can move on to the lawns and some additional trees I want to build on the other side right over there. So get that all in there like so. So like I was talking about before the little break there was, don't let doctors, like do too many tests, but don't let them, just pass you off, quickly, just da. So in the end, be an active person in your healthcare. I think that's the best advice for anyone who's going to the doctors a lot is be incredibly active and know exactly what you're getting into for this, that, and the other thing, and you'll make it through there. You'll have a better time. You'll get better care that way. Is make sure you're always very active and understanding what's going on with all your different health things. All right, there we go. And having somebody else with you all the time, like another person to kind of help with, getting around and, having the doctors talk to too. That also helps, having a second person, an advocate of some kind. All right, I like that. This is looking super snazzy. So I'm just adding a few of these guys in here just to cover up the ground as much as possible. And I like to put the big ferns, of course, in the back, and then some of the small guys in the front. There we go. And put some of those guys right up there. And then just add a little bit of this in front like so. There we go. And look at that. Oh, I love this. I love this. It's so like bushy and got a lot of like plant life in here now. Oh, it looks excellent. What in the world? What in the world? Why are there so many ink sacs on here? Are they swimming up here and dying? Oh, that's horrifying. Oh no. Oh no, the poor little squid. No, squid, I'll save you. I'll save your life. Save your life. No, squid, stop trying to kill yourself. We might have to fix that. That's really sad. All right, so let's avoid death and go over here. That was incredibly sad. Okay, let's see here. So let's see. All right, I'm going to put that there. And I just turned you off. And then we're going to get out our lawn pieces. So for our next house, which is coming up really soon, and I'm super excited about it. I've got a new lawn design I'm going to do, but I'm going to keep with our traditional design for this side. But I'm really excited for that next house. I got a ton of plans, but I'm still working on a few of them. So I'm going to let you guys know a little bit more about that in the next episode. I got a few more things to refine, but this summer's looking to be really, really awesome. I have a ton of new series coming up for the summer, and I'm absolutely so excited for all you guys, getting ready for your summer. Get ready for some super awesome videos because we're going to have a great summer this year. I've been planning for months on different things, and I'm going to probably make a video pretty soon because I want to give you guys a couple choices on a few of the things to make sure these are the exact things that you guys want to see. So a lot of new stuff Minecraft wise, and I would love to add more variety of games to our Sunday videos. So, add more like random types of games to that. I really want to play maybe like a little bit of DayZ just for some fun games on the Sunday to kind of watch. So I think that would be really fun. Maybe a little bit of DayZ, Arma. Arma looks super fun if I could get a crew together and we could play the Battle Royale or something like that. I think that would be really cool. Just something different on Sundays, kind of laid back Sunday video. That would be super awesome. All right, so we're filling in this lawn back here. Now, the thought on this lawn here is that any house needs a good like back lawn, do all sorts of fun activities. Like we had kind of a long, really skinny lawn like this when I was growing up in our backyard. And we got all sorts of shenanigans on that lawn, like playing paintball and just doing all sorts of crazy stuff. So I was like, yeah, we had this blank spot back here. And what else could we do in this spot? Make a super awesome long lawn. That's what we're going to do. And just filling this all in one block at a time. There we go. So for this particular lawn, do you think we need to add anything like any like toys or some type of playground equipment or anything on it, or just kind of keep it a blank lawn, kind of like this, just kind of whoops, oh, I'm all over the oh Lord, there we go. I was all over the place with those blocks there for a second. But like I was saying, any like playground equipment, we are going to build a swing and some stuff over there. And then, of course, the gazebo goes up on that side. But, so I'm not sure exactly what I want to do for that. Okay, I think it's just one more line across here. And then we've got a pretty good start for this section over here. Now we have a nice lawn. And this just covers up any extra ground that we needed to cover up. So let's fly on over here. Oh, yeah, that's good. I like that a lot. I like that. That's starting to look good. So then we'll have the lawn kind of meet up to here. And maybe even bring the lawn a little bit more into this curve here. And then add maybe some additional, just a small oak tree here. And then do a little pathway to the lawn over there. All right, there we go. I think that's a good start. So give me 1 second here and I'll be right. All right, and welcome back. And look at that. I built a little oak tree, an additional one on that side. It's got some kind of blowing leaves to one side. Beefed up the sides up here a little bit and kind of carved out these little sections for some planters here between the pool fence over there. And I expanded the grass up here a little bit to meet up with the pathway right there. But now we're going to build one additional, slightly smaller oak tree right here. So it's not too big. I don't want it to be super big. And I want it to kind of arch over this way. So we're going to kind of move this over here, maybe right there. So these are old oak trees. So the house was built kind of around these ones is my general thought for this particular design. Like in the front yard we did over there. So this one's a little bit smaller than the other one. So I don't want to go too high like that. And maybe just a small root system coming out there like that. There we go. And I want this to kind of overlap the grass here and not bump up against there. So kind of be mindful of that. There we go. Perfect. There we go. I'm just going to be super small. So then we'll start right here and just adding a bit of a canopy on the top like so. There we go. Get that all loaded up on there. That'll look super nice. There we go. Yeah, this is my preferred design. I like this one. It kind of looks like an old oak tree. Kind of hangs over the area a little bit. There we go. And the more trees you can add to it, the better. The more trees in here, the more like plant life and more unique your build will look. There we go. Never underestimate the landscape. Very important to the build. People build amazing things, but sometimes they forget the landscape a little bit. And it's simple. Just add, some trees like this, kind of follow along, kind of find your own style in it. And you will have some kind of unique trees for your build. And it'll really enhance the design. And when you're thinking about a particular build or something along those lines, on what style it is, try to go with the style of the theme, try to find, okay, so this is the type of house that I have. Let me try to kind of find design that fits within that theme a little bit. Okay, so will it be kind of like these oak trees, because this house is kind of set in kind of California, a lot of oak trees, a lot of olive trees, things like that. That's kind of the design we went for here. There we go. Put those up there. These two trees kind of meet, so that's good because I want this to kind of overlap here. There we go. Just add some branches here or there. There's no real particular way. If you don't like it, you can always knock it off a little bit. Super easy. Now, if you're in survival, just get out your shears so you don't waste too many. So then just kind of knock it off as you see fit. Okay, there we go. Awesome. Now let's take a little look right there. Nice. I like that. It kind of adds this nice little canopy going into the house. All right, so let's just finish this all up now and add some bushes along here. And there we go. This is just about complete. So we finally have pretty much a good amount of the ground finally covered for the build. So we have a lot of plant life. I wanted this to be a pretty big garden, like a pretty good size, place for. Actually, let's see here. I want to sample that. Yeah, I want this over here. Yeah, so we have a pretty good amount of What in the world? Did you see that? It was like a sunflower. Ha! There must be some like glitch or something there. I'm still wondering about flowers. I kind of like it a little bit plain, not too many flowers in here. So I don't know. I'll give you guys your opinion on what types of flowers we should add here. I'm still thinking about maybe adding a few more to the pool, but I'm kind of seeing how it goes for now. Got some good suggestions from you guys in the last video for that, for what types of colors would look good. Still just trying to decide if that's what we want to do. There we go. And just one more over here. And we'll just fill it in here. I really like the jungle for the leaves for plants, like this. I think it just has a good plant. It's got like the thick leaves and stuff. It's good for just general plants. We're gonna do some of this for Scarland too for the cabin. There we go. Perfect. Wonderful. All right, so let's get a good overview now. And yeah, look at that. Oh, this is excellent. This is just how I envisioned. Really kind of bushy plant life, and you kind of walk through this really cool looking little garden. that the owners care about their garden here. It's not like you just have some modern plants with a couple like manicure looking trees that look like popsicles or something. Now this is something where the people here, they care about their yard. They put a lot of time into keeping it all up and stuff like that. So that is kind of the philosophy. And there we go. Let me just give ourselves a little bit of light, and look at that. Oh, I really like this. So let's get a little tour from over here, and we can see all the trees we built today. Look at them all. Man, we placed a lot of blocks. Look at that. Oh, I love it. All right, so fly on over here. We can see all these trees overlooking the area. Nice big lawn to do all sorts of fun shenanigans on. And well, guys, this has been Good Times with Scar. And I always really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my videos. And if you believe the video deserved a rating, that would be much appreciated. And until next time, we'll see you later. And don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Okay, so we need to work on some really cool stuff today, and that is palm trees. That's right, we're going to work on some palm trees. So first things first, we're going to work on our island. We haven't talked about our island for a little bit. So this is just a kind of a floating island in our pool. And then in here, we're going to build some palm trees. It's going to be really cool.